Connect with your tribe wherever you are. I know that I offered a Facebook group. Hang tight with me. All of you who signed up today, I am looking at an easier platform so I don't have the snafu like I had earlier. Tech is really hard for me. It's my challenge point. So I'm working through that because I feel so called to do work like this and to have more offerings and to be able to meet people at free price points, and 16-year-olds who are in dysfunctional families can find me on YouTube. That's what I'm working to put out there. Either I will start a Facebook group and invite all of you to it, or I will start a group on another platform and invite all of you to it where you guys have the choice to connect with each other. I will be coming to Houston after the first of the year to do a live in-person workshop on finding the superpower of high sensitivity, and I am super hopeful to connect HSPs that I believe in Houston really are supposed to connect with each other. I will teach the difference between intuition and anxiety at that workshop also. Connect with your tribe either in the ways that I just mentioned, okay? In your own community, I encourage you guys, start meetup groups if you have the bandwidth for that. Go to a meditation group. Go to places where like-minded people may be. Soak them up. Also, allow interactions to be really, really easy. I intentionally moved to a walkable neighborhood in Denver because I wanted to work from home. I wanted more peace. I wanted less hassle. I wanted less expense than my brick and mortar office. And I wanted to be able to work with people all over the world. Part of that self-care for me is that I get a lot out of a walkable neighborhood. I've lived in the French Quarter before. That's where my heart is. I can take a break if I have an hour space in my day and go take a walk and get some Denver nature. I can walk to a little coffee shop. I can have an interaction with a human being just by walking to the grocery store and saying, oh my goodness, aren't these strawberries beautiful? I allow that to be enough because that is what I can get in my day sometimes. The people in our tribe will not always be available to us. So connect with your tribe while simultaneously allowing them to be the imperfect humans that they are. Some of us who have been really psychically hurt by other humans, disappointed by other humans, let down, disrespected, disregarded, thrown away, scapegoated. We've got some deep wounds in the human-to-human connection part. It might be really vulnerable to connect with people. Allow those little moments to connect us and to be enough. And it's interesting when we allow that to be a choice. Like, I choose this to be good enough. How soothing that is. How much saving of energy that is than spinning it up in my head of what's wrong with me? Why isn't anyone available? I don't have anybody. I must be flawed into eternity. I will never find anyone. That is such a wasteful waste of energy. And you can do so much better. And you can practice it. So after today, if you heard me talk about this stuff, and you still hear kind of the dark voices or the voices of criticism, or it's hard to support yourself or to stay the course with yourself, I encourage you to take a deep breath and visualize turning down the volume on those dysfunctional voices. And visualize turning up the volume on the intentional voice. If you need to, I offer me. That doesn't mean just working with me and paying me for sessions. That's a separate thing. I mean the way that I used my healers and my early healing. If you stop and ask yourself, what would Nikki tell me about this? Even if the only work you've seen me do is today in this session, that has nothing to do with me. I'm not there. I'm not talking to you. You're probably not channeling me. Well, maybe you are a tiny bit. But that's your own psyche. That's your own answer. And sometimes what we need is just to break the pattern in our heads. And with those nasty negative voices, they have, they've been coming, they've been saying their shittiness to us for so long that they just feel entitled to, and they just show up like rude people showing up at my house without asking, okay? We have to teach people how to treat us in this world. We have to also teach those dark parts in our heads that they are no longer allowed to show up. and sling their nastiness in our heads anymore. And that's a process. And if you stay true to that process, those voices will continue to diminish, and the healthy voice will continue to get louder. And in that place, there's so much peace. So whatever you're feeling right now, whatever you're struggling with, I am here to tell you that there is always more healing. And I know it can feel like work, like, when am I finally going to be done with my healing? Let that go. Just let that go. It's not worth the energy expenditure of it, I assure you. Also, work on your chosen family while being at peace with your chosen family. Bring an energy of curiosity. I wonder what this person has to offer me today. I wonder what this experience has to offer me today. Versus woundedness. Don't show up with that caution of, how are you going to hurt me? And don't fight it so much. Practice feeling lonely without feeling desperate or wrong. And then practice shifting. The more you look that fear in the face and say, I see you, fear, and you don't scare me, and I accept what I cannot change. What I don't like and won't allow fear to rob me of is my present moments. It will shift. And we are all alone, going back to that existential question, but we are also all together in that aloneness. It is a choice to see it this way, which helps us get to feeling that way. Okay? That's why karate and yoga, they're called disciplines. This work takes a discipline, okay? And it takes self-love. Okay, I think that's all I have to say today. I hope this went out to everyone it was supposed to go out to. If not, I'm hoping I can send the link out to you. So if by some reason you missed this, you got lost, or you know someone who has, or someone who would like this, please connect with me through email. Yes, and I would love your feedback. I don't have a quiz or anything set up, but if you would like to email me at my account at hello@NikkiEisenhauer.com, I would love to get your feedback. That doesn't mean fluff. That means what worked for you, what didn't work, what made sense, what didn't, what you liked, what you didn't. I very much believe in being direct, and that we grow from direct feedback. So I practice that for myself too, and appreciate any that you have for me. Thank you so much. Let's close our eyes, take a deep breath. And let's inhale support. Let's inhale permission to take care of ourselves the way that we recognize we need to as we recognize it. I will release myself from expecting myself to have everything figured out. I will figure it out as it comes, and I will grow my confidence to do so. I am building muscles that will help me for the whole rest of my life. I love my imperfect self. Two more breaths. If you haven't already, make your last breath an exhale out of your mouth, maybe even sighing with noise. This is Nikki Eisenhauer signing off. Thank you guys. See you next time.